Imagine London in 1724, a city of smoky taverns, shadowy alleys, and one of the most infamous prisons in history, Newgate. In the heart of this gritty world lived a young man named Jack Sheppard. He wasn't a master criminal plotting grand heists. No, Jack was a former carpenter turned petty thief, barely 22 years old, slim-built, quick-witted, and absolutely impossible to keep locked up. In just 1 year, 1724, Jack was arrested 5 times, but he escaped 4 of them. His daring breakouts from the supposedly inescapable Newgate prison turned him into a folk hero among the poor, a cheeky underdog thumbing his nose at authority. Newspapers, pamphlets, and even plays exploded with his story. Today we're diving into the most famous escapes of gentleman Jack Sheppard. Jack Sheppard started small, shoplifting, burglary, fencing stolen goods. But his real talent? Getting out of anywhere they tried to hold him. His first escapes were from lesser lockups, like breaking through a ceiling in St. Giles' Roundhouse, or scaling walls with knotted bedsheets from New Prison in Clerkenwell. Often with help from his girlfriend, the bold Elizabeth Lyon, nicknamed Edgeworth Bess. But the legend truly began with Newgate Prison, the fortress of despair where death row prisoners waited for the noose. Convicted of burglary and sentenced to hang on September 4th, 1724, Jack was thrown into Newgate's condemned hold. Execution was days away. But on August 30th, during a visit from Edgeworth Bess and another woman, they distracted the guards. Jack, small and agile, twisted off a spike from the window frame, squeezed his slim frame through the narrow gap, and was pulled out by the women. He fled disguised in women's clothing Bess had smuggled in. London went wild. The man sentenced to die had vanished right under the guards' noses. Recaptured in September, the authorities weren't taking chances. They moved Jack to the most secure section of Newgate, the castle, or stone hold. Handcuffed, leg-ironed, chained to the floor with a massive padlock, and watched constantly. But on the night of October 15th into the 16th, 1724, between 4 p.m. and 1 a.m., Jack pulled off the impossible. First, he slipped his 2 large handcuffs off his narrow wrists. Then, using a crooked nail or a broken chain link as a makeshift pick, he unlocked the padlock, pinning him down. Still in irons, he attacked the chimney, smashing a hole to bypass a blocked pipe. He climbed up into a long, sealed room that hadn't been opened in years. From there, he forced, broke, or picked open 6 locked and heavily barred doors, one after another, using nothing but improvised tools and sheer determination. He even returned to his cell for a blanket to aid his final descent. Finally, he climbed down the prison walls to freedom, still wearing those leg irons at first. He found a sympathetic shoemaker who knocked them off for him. This wasn't luck. This was ingenuity, carpentry skills, and raw Jack Sheppard, the most notorious thief in England during the 18th century, who managed to escape 4 times from prison. The city buzzed, ballads were sung, pamphlets flew off the presses, some possibly ghost-written by Daniel Defoe himself. Jack Sheppard became a symbol, the clever lad outsmarting the system. But freedom was short. On October 31st, drunk in a Drury Lane gin shop, he was betrayed and recaptured. This time, they loaded him with 300 pounds of irons and constant guards. No more escapes. On November 16th, 1724, at just 22 years old, Jack Sheppard was taken to Tyburn, the infamous gallows tree. Huge crowds gathered, some cheering their hero, others there for the spectacle. 12 large Tyburn black and white stock photos and images. Jack's story lived on, inspiring John Gay's The Beggar's Opera, later the Threepenny Opera, and countless tales of rogues and rebels. He wasn't a violent gangster or master thief, but in an age of harsh justice, his escapes showed that even the lowliest could defy the powerful. Jack Sheppard, the carpenter who couldn't be caged. What do you think? Was Jack a hero or just a lucky thief? Drop your thoughts in the comments. like if you enjoyed this wild history tale, and subscribe for
Templar.
more forgotten stories of outlaws, escapes, and